gang fight here in the corner, everyone would bail out and we'd have a big fight. We'd beat the shit out of one another, kick and punch and shit, and then everyone would take off. Now a gang fight is you pull up in the corner with an Uzi, you spray the fucking corner and you take off. That's a gang
We're going to take you now to Chicago, where this past
Welcome to Chirac. You gotta pay your way around here. Young Black ain't in the gang, but you a part of whatever gang that stays around here. Welcome to Chirac, youngin'. He's got more bullets in his gun than years he's been here. He wears a tattooed tear and the 30-shot clip. Bit on the blocks as his brother got pinched. His daddy not there, y'all, so his daddy don't exist.
Over here look like a whole nother world. We're now in Inglewood, Chicago. We used to it. We've been seeing this. A lot of neglect has come to a lot of major cities when we had the thing that happened with the mortgage industry. All these loans was going on for these non-occupied owners and these stated buyers. A lot of people was buying these investment properties. So when this stuff started turning bad, they got an investment property, they're renting out to a renter, and 9 times out of 10, if it's in the hood, it's probably a Section 8 tenant. So now you have these people in these neighborhoods, and they in these properties that's getting neglected from the owner, which leads to the board up houses. But Inglewood was always one of these neighborhoods. It looks a tad bit rougher since the Great Depression of the mortgage industry.
He wanted to be somewhat like in the limelight, to let everybody know that he could be somebody if he set his mind to it.
She holding the family together right now. She the muscle. She say he goes. She don't be liking a lot of that fancy shit though. So you get up her shoes, she'll keep the motherfuckers for years. Won't even ask for no shoes. You know what I'm saying? She don't even want me to change the blinds. I try to do all that. She don't want me to do nothing. She want everything original. That's just her. She original.
Dirk is a loving person. He has a good heart. And any way that he can help you, he will do that.
I used to think my grandma was kind of like, didn't really know. She'd tell me like, I'm praying for you, all that. I'll leave out 8 o'clock for school, come back like at 9:30, and be like, they gave me early dismissal. I got like 2 weeks out of that, till she started catching on. Like, hell no. I never thought I'd be rapping, man. I just like, I don't know what the fuck I do right now. I ain't like school, period. So shit, I'm really blessed.
We met at a friend's house. Somebody introduced us, and we were just became friends, and it went from there.
It was 2 ways: basketball or streets. Basketball ain't for everybody, you know what I mean? My daddy went to the Fed, lost 7 months. So I studied hearing about him and seeing what he do, hopping to the streets. I think I was like 10, 9. Big sister, daddy, D-Thing. See, I was locked up at the time, but
yeah, he was locked up on this picture.
right, little sister.
When we went to go see my dad this time. You was locked up this time too. He was locked up both times, man. The fuck. That's my daddy doing life right now.
D-Thing, you know what I'm saying, that's his older brother, you know what I'm saying, that's my best friend. We all kind of grew up together, you know. And basically, like, so we just embrace Dirk as our own little brother, you know. I don't got no real little brother, so it's kind of like I cuffed him as my own, you know.
I ain't know I would be rapping this shit.
I worked for a call center, and he worked for a factory, and I was pregnant with my son, and we were just trying to get our life in order to take care of our kids. It was a struggle. We used to scrap up money to go to the studio and, you know, do videos.
And that's how this shit really started, just like this in other neighborhoods on the and the records, you know?
I was just playing around. We put out the song I'm a Hitter. 10,000 views was a lot back then. 5,000, 10,000. Just kept going up to 50,000 and shit. So we like, man, we gonna start taking this shit serious.
Me and my homie SB and Chino, we was in Iowa hustling and shit. We saw his YouTube and shit. He just like, damn, this shit, he was just doing it for fun. And we just went to put the money behind it.
We took it serious, and that's what it is right now. I wasn't really taking it serious at first.
His name was so powerful out here in these streets. It just took heed of this.
We realized that Dirk had a, you know what I'm saying, he had a little gift, you know what I'm saying, he could flow. And so we just basically pushed him to do so.
It's no secret, Chicago is named Chirac. That's the nickname of Chicago, and it's Chirac because the murder rate in Iraq one year was lower than the murder rate in Chicago. So that alone draws a lot of interest of people wondering what is going on in Chicago. Why is all these killings going on? He's doing a shoot. You know, why is all this violence happening in Chicago? So it draws attention to Chicago. People want to know what's going on. And of course, with hip hop and the essence of hip hop, the art form, it's always been a person able to speak from the streets and give their perspective of what's going on in the city. So that alone led a voice to be heard from Chicago. Now, who's the guys to speak? It's always the youth. Who's most of these murders happening with? It's the youth in Chicago. So now everybody want to hear what they got to say. They're talking about it in their songs. You hear it in the slang, you hear it in the stories they're telling. But people want to know what's going on, what's led to this.
Projects gone, shit. They knocked the projects down. It hurt a lot of motherfuckers because the feds came and snatched everybody, you know. Motherfuckers got hungry and got to doing all kind of shit. Gotta be a survivor.
It wasn't like that at first. We all could walk to the stove, play ball in the park and everything. That shit over with now. There was more structure with it. Like, he get into it with him. So why our big homie go over there and be like, man, we finna get this money, man. Tell him to chill out next time, won't be no war, you know what I'm saying? But everybody went to jail, so everybody want a name. You a nobody, you kill him. Now you a somebody. Now everybody scared of you. Everybody want that type of name. You waking up depressed, feeling like shit. You could know you could just go kill him with all the money. Now you got a name now, you extorting motherfuckers. Now motherfuckers give you money off the strength of your name. That's how it works over there. Yeah. A lot of bullshit.
Motherfuckers just trying to fit into something, like, bro, these motherfucking think they don't want to be no lames out here. Man, fuck that shit, man. I ain't never shot no nigga. I ain't no motherfucking lame.
No lack of patience. Keep your eyes open. Watch everybody. Everybody out. Stay with the squad. Everybody out. Keep your head up. Look, the Jakes on their way out right now. They ain't no shit. We a fan they ass.
That's just a normal day in Chirac, man. Young nigga with a 30 popper in his hand, dreadhead, fucking crime scene. You seen the dead man on my back. Crime scene, yellow tape, shooting every day. Police said, well, it's normal day in Chicago. I ain't chose this lifestyle, man. This lifestyle chose me. Back in like 04, I ain't even play with guns, you know? Till all my people start getting hit up, all that shit, man. You got to get with it or get lost. I value my life, that's why I keep it on me. I ain't going, man. I'd rather give than receive shit. Rather they family than my family, you know? This shit been like this forever. It's just really starting to get out there like that now, you know? Since all these little kids been getting killed and shit. Man, I lost so many guys to this shit. I'm talking about niggas I've been knowing since yay high. And it really fucked my head up, made me look at life like totally different. That shit put a lot of hate in me, just like, man. These streets fucked up out here, man.
It's our coke, that shit came with us. I know when we got brought up, we just, right. This shit just
it's saying shit. We seen big niggas, older bros in this shit, doing shit. We wanna do that shit too. Yeah. We doing that shit at a young age.
We like this shit.
We like this shit. Yeah, we just, man,
we trying to get out this shit though.
We trying to make a way.
Shit, motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie, shit. A lot of motherfuckers don't be selling their guns these days. Motherfuckers be getting their shit. Right, need their guns. So
out here in Iraq, that age shit, none of that shit, no shit don't mean shit. Young motherfuckers be 13. And with that shit, you get that shit.
And there's a lot of ways to gain clout. Mistaken identity, anything. It ain't gotta be with this shit. There's innocent bystanders getting killed in this shit every day, man. That's why you gotta keep it straight. I like to keep some big shit in case a nigga try me, I'ma cook his ass.
He left out him and his friend and they waiting on their ride and he walked and looked to see if he see the ride coming and somebody just walked up on him and shot him 3 times up close. Took him to the hospital about 2 or 3 hours and then he came out and said that he didn't make it because he was losing too much blood. As fast as they were pumping it in, it was coming back out because his heart was beating too fast. I don't know if he was into it with somebody. I mean, he didn't act like it, that he was, but you don't know what your kid's doing once they leave out your door, you know, and go on the other side of the door. I don't know. He was out going and funny and always telling jokes and, you know, that kind of stuff. Always messing with her, having her hollering and making noise. You know, boys, he's the only boy, so he like irritated everybody else. He didn't have a brother at home, you know, in the house, so he irritated all the girls. But it was good irritation, you know. I don't know how to begin to, you know, plan a funeral for my son. I don't know what to do. I don't know. It just feel like it's like a weight just sitting right here on my chest. My chest just hurt. Can't nothing in the world prepare you for that. When I woke up yesterday morning, I didn't think when I went to bed last night that my son wasn't going to be here no more.
We got lit the hardest out of anybody out of Chicago, bro. Like, you feel me? Like you see with Rondo and C, they just took a lot of time, bro. That shit is unfortunate. Like, shit make my stomach hurt to think about it. We lost LA coming from a studio because you know what I'm saying. He was in the wrong place, wrong time, wrong surroundings. You know what I'm saying? And like it's just been crazy. Like the main people in the spotlight for 600 is either dead or in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like even all the soldiers, you know what I'm saying? Like it's down to my day one niggas out here, bro. And most of them getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? Federal and all type of shit catching up with niggas. You know what I'm saying? So like we, you know what I'm saying, we still strong, but the main faces that everybody knew, you know what I'm saying, they gone.
And stuff like that.
They found him guilty, bro, like, because we got to speak to him before that, you know what I'm saying, he was a whole different person. They just, him and C, they tripping with me like, oh, what type of watch is that, what type of chain is that, you know, ain't life. You know what I'm saying, it's hard to come back from that, bro. Now they got 40 years apiece, feel me? So I can only imagine. It was good, bro. Like, honestly, shit, I know I did. You know what I'm saying? I know I did, bro. On some real shit. But it was like, man, that prosecution, they was just on some bullshit in there, bro. Like, they was just, man, that shit is crazy. That's some shit I don't ever want to go through. I done been through some shit for drugs and shit like that, but that shit right there, that little bro, they was on their way to take off. Feel me? Like, they was on their way to be superstars. You know what I'm saying? Nan had Dirk fucking with him, and C-Day had Sosa fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? Because all us growing up together type shit like that. You know what I'm saying? C-Day and Sosa was good friends for real. So they was gonna make it, bro. They was gonna make it. Shit, now look, now they 40 years in jail. I'm gonna be home till they motherfucking 60 years old, you feel me? That shit is crazy.
LA came around like, when LA come around? LA came around like, I say like, what was it, 2013, 2014, 2012, LA came around, about like 2012, I think. You know what I'm saying? LA came around, a little cool little dude, you know, smooth ass little nigga, you know what I'm saying, getting little bitches and shit, you know what I'm saying? Actually, LA let me in his first track ever. It was, Murder. That shit, it's called Murder. You know what I'm saying? It's talk shit, get murdered.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That shit, he let me hear that shit. Damn, Shorty going crazy. He let me hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the first song I guess he went in the studio and did. He let me hear that shit. I'm damn, Shorty, you going crazy. That's when I thought, like, man, let me create this 10-600 shit. You know what I'm saying? For the guys, like, you know what I'm saying? I want to have a label, like, do this shit the right way. Start a movement, a real movement with this 600 shit. You know what I'm saying? So I named that shit 10-600. LA was like one of the first artists with 10. Rondo. Shit, Rondo. I knew Rondo since, goddamn it. Rondo was like, I think Rondo was like 13, 14 or some shit.
Bad as hell.
Young as hell, bad as hell. I knew him since back then and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? When he stayed around in the area and shit. He came around and shit, my little brother and them, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, these little niggas, man, this little nigga crazy. You know what I'm saying? He always been a little wild little motherfucker.
Yeah.
Tweaking this shit. Yeah. Bro, I always been tweaking this shit since he been around this shit.
So C-Day introduced you to Rondo?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They came up around, you know, C-Day and Rondo, they around the same age group, so Rondo came up with C-Day, you know what I'm saying? They was hanging out. That's how I really, you know what I'm saying, got into Rondo like that. You know, that's a sensitive subject, but you know what I'm saying? Bro recorded, you know what I'm saying? I record most of the gang shit too, you know what I'm saying? I had my own studio at the time. Shit, bro last song was Brothers. He recorded it at my studio, you know what I'm saying? If y'all go back to this timeline, y'all will see. He even sitting there with one of my chains on and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just record this talking shit doing him, you know? You know how LA talk, you know? But yeah, shit, he had told me out his mouth, he bro, yeah, send this to Dirk. Ooh. Man, I got you, bro. He left. He said, I'll be back in the morning. You feel me? He texted me. I actually woke up to the text. He, bro, don't feel no type of way. Shit, I'm finna go to this other nigga's stool. He been begging me to come or whatever. I'm like, alright, cool at the time, you know what I'm saying? A couple hours later, bro, I got that call, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got the call. Shit, that was one of the worst days of my life, bro.
So they finally let me in to see him, and he was laying there, but he looked like he was asleep. Like he looked as small, like he was wrapped up like a baby, like from his neck down. The rest of his body, he was wrapped up like a baby in a sheet, like wrapped all the way around.
So they had him wrapped from his neck on down.
And they told me I couldn't touch. I don't touch him. Only can touch from the neck up. So, you know, I was looking, that's when I, noticed about the dried up tears. Like, that's when I seen that. I saw the tears and I was just looking at them, just thinking. I couldn't, like, cry or nothing. I just was, like, in shock from it. I was in shock. And then I asked the doctors, could they give me some scissors so I can just, like, cut a couple of his dreads. And I, like, rubbed his face a little bit. He was still warm. He was still, like, he was sweet. So he looked regular. Because I just wanted to have his DNA for whatever. People say they got a baby or they pregnant or whatever. I wanted to have DNA, so if any of that ever came, in the future, I would have his DNA and they didn't have to use my DNA. One person, a girl, came in my DM and told me that, but I didn't really believe her because she said that she was in labor when he was in the hospital. When he got shot, it made her go into labor. I had a CD and somebody took it. We had a song on it. It was called Trap Money. It's never been heard, but I don't know what happened to this. We can't find the CD. I don't know what he did in the streets.
Okay.
That's with any kid. That means every kid live a double life. You one way to your mama, and then when you go outside with your friends, you somebody different. Ain't nobody. That's everybody. Okay. That's just what it is.
Wow.
Interview when he had the little chain. He wanted a gold chain, right? He didn't have one. He only had a charm, and he safety pinned it to his shirt. It was Thanksgiving.
I remember
it was Thanksgiving, and my auntie came and she saw that and she just laughed so hard and he started crying. It hurt his feelings. He was a crybaby when he was a baby. He cried so bad, and we laughed about that for years. Like every time we thought about it or talked about it, he used to get mad, but it was just like the funniest thing ever.
I think it's season, you know what I'm saying? Shit gonna always get bad, then look good, and then always bad, you hear me? Because there's different generations coming up, you feel me? So we don't know what's going on with the new generation, how they looking at shit, like they want to be like the gang leaders, you feel me? I see it really right now getting bad, shit, because I wanted to be like my daddy and them, you feel me? They was drugged, they was doing whatever they was doing, and gang chiefing and all that, you feel me? I ain't never want to be no a teacher, no lawyer, no shit like that. That's all I knew. So you see it right there. And we from the slums of Inglewood, you feel me? Ain't no other outreach. That's why they took that rapping shit running with it.
And Looney Savage, I'm from Sean Money, 6 Knife House in Chirac, Illinois. You already know I'm rocking. Niggas been getting killed, all this type of shit. Shit been going on. This shit ain't nothing new. I don't even think about it. My man just called it to the bullshit already, so I'm with whatever, It hurt you when one of your guys died, but shit, that's how this shit goes. Shit. I ain't scared of none of that shit. That shit happen, it happen, shit. Oh, this shit forever. Motherfuckers dying for this shit. Ain't nobody gonna get cool with nobody who kill one of their mans. Shit ain't gonna never end. Shit gonna be always forever.
All in all, like I'm just the same nigga, you feel me? I'm a cool dude, so I rock with everybody and I like to see everybody win, so it just made me happy to, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, I was like one of the first ones that put in that work, you know what I'm saying? Broke down the doors so that like all them could come through and all that, so that's how I look at that shit. So I like to see all the like the young niggas and shit that's blowing up and getting them big looks. I like that, cause it's like, shit, I put on for that, you feel me? Rest in peace to Pac, man. You know what I'm saying? That's who like it started the drill movement. You feel me? He was deceased, so I started just going hard with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Me as well as others. But I just was like, you know what I'm saying? Just And I was just killing the streets on, you know what I'm saying, the mixtapes and all that type of shit. And I made, like, everybody started to hear the drill shit. I started, you know what I'm saying, dropping the mixtape shit. Chirac, Illinois, whatever. And then I dropped a song called Chirac, Illinois. Just you know what I'm saying, putting on for pack and shit. Then goddamn it, shit, that shit just got big, though, you feel me? Then everybody started, you know what I'm saying, rocking with it. But it wasn't just me, but it's like I say, like I got that shit out there.
Drill is like hype, like turn up. It's got a lot to do with violence. I'm saying drill, like get killed and all that, kill you and this and that. So when they call it drill music, everybody start doing it.
It's a way to communicate. It's a way to let people know where your struggle come from and basically your story, your perspective of life. It's tough when we grow up. It's basically explaining what we do every day, you know? Shit. We don't live a life with silver spoons or a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? We gotta make do what we gotta, you know what I'm saying, what we got.
It's organic. It's not no fictional shit. You know, they talking about things that are happening in Chicago. They talking about shootings that do go on in Chicago. What people don't know is it was blocks going against blocks. You know, basically beefing on wax. But nobody knew to the masses because they don't know anything about these neighborhoods. They don't know who's from this hood or who's from that hood or even the name of the hood because it's not a well-recognized neighborhood. Them going back and forth led to hotter and hotter music, speaking about things that's going on in reality. And there it goes, your organic street music.
Back then, all these bitches didn't want me. Now when they see me, they be acting like they know me. Young Savage can't starve, I'm gon' eat. I don't even know what happened to the old me. Niggas talking shit, but they don't want no beef. Chopper hit him, leave his ass on the slow leak. No limit, all these op niggas want peace. And you know I got the squad like Kobe. For real though, they used to call me a weirdo. All of a sudden, I'm all these niggas' hero. Taking off, but I'm about to switch gears though. How the fuck you trapping hard and you still broke? Bad bitch with a bad little walk. I'ma bag that bitch. I ain't even gotta talk. Just spent 10K and I forgot what I bought. I be flexing on haters, give a fuck what you thought. Money on his head, trying not to get bought. My youngest doing his, trying not to get caught. Trapping all day with the hard and the soft. 30s in the cut, trying not to get off. Real shit, that's the life of a young nigga. Round, still gotta keep the guns with us. A lot of hating ass niggas and these groupie ass bitches. I ain't tripping cause I know this shit come with it. That's about it.
The violence was already here. So with our music, we was just talking about what was going on really about that. And they was putting it in stories like niggas like really gotta pay attention to what we talking about. You feel me? They gotta really pay attention when a nigga say something crazy and they be like, bro, what is he talking about? It's really like some Chicago shit like niggas only know in Chicago.
With Chicago not having a real music scene, at first it was just expressing themselves. Artists was expressing themselves. Having a love for the art form and just doing it, which has been going on here forever. It just never got this much light until the violence started getting the media, then they started chiming in on what's going on in Chicago. What happens recently is a lot of artists been getting deals from Chicago, record deals, and been seeing some real money. Now, it displays to the youth and from the youth that you can do something positive to create an income for yourself, as opposed to doing something negative to provide an income for yourself. And if you do this that's positive to provide an income to yourself, it's more long term than what you can do temporarily, get some temporary relief. Now, presently, a lot of them is doing it for the income. A lot of them are popping up because they know they can get some money from it now. And they're talented. You know, they're talented. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, there's nothing wrong with it at all. Maybe you got some guy that's gonna pop out that may be the next Jay-Z that we never heard of, but stopped rapping because he didn't see a future with being from Chicago rapping. Now that he see that artists are actually getting money from Chicago and getting exposure, they deserve rapping, they may come out, you know, and that'll be great for hip hop.
Broski say, Broski, I'm gonna drop me a mixtape too. Cheeseburgers and fries.
Fly with the birds. Fly with the birds, that's the mountain is stupid, but I love flying the spur. When you got money to burn, you can't control how you splurge. The block going bananas every day, feel like the furs, yeah. Coupe on lean, swag on mean. What's in my pockets don't like it's true religion. The jeans, 50 bricks on the counter, that's a dope boy dream. Don't get the picture, I paint it like a pale mesquite, yeah. Molly a shooter, Easy a rider, Twilly a hustler. I'm the yayo provider. I got got my bitches butt naked, they in the kitchen with powder. Leaving out of that bitch with a half a brick up inside them. I'm going white girl crazy. White girl crazy, spending racks on that bitch. All the black girls hate me, but I don't give a fuck about a chick or feelings unless it's Christina. I'm just trying to make $1 million off the same old white girl. Same old white girl. Same old white girl. Same old white girl. Put that shit in the pot. Wait till the shit gets solid. Cook it up out the pot. You chop it and make a profit. Icy Duck, aka Ellie Lawless Inc. Y'all know what time it is. You hear me?
I just try to keep shit as real as possible, man. I try to cut down on the lies. You might hear me say something, pull up in something. I ain't got shit though.
I've been me before that rap shit. So shit, you know how that shit go. And everything. By me just doing that rap shit, they just seeing me trying to do something good. They gonna get behind me and just fuck with me no matter what. Shit.
I don't really like this rap shit, tell you the truth. This shit stressful, man. You gotta keep your eyes open. Everybody try to put their hands in this shit, you know. Like after all the work you did, everybody try to come in and get their little, you know, that shit.
Oh,
I'm losing too much sleep.
By you being successful over fuck niggas who you was probably fucking with gonna be mad cause you successful and go fuck with your enemies. You know? That's what this shit bring.
It's a job to me now, so it mean a lot. Like I said, at first it didn't mean a lot to me now. Now everything I say is gonna be in the public eyes, so I gotta be careful what I say and everything. But I take it serious now. You know what I'm saying? It's a career. It's how I eat.
They looking at us. So it's like it's better for like the younger youth and things, you know what I'm saying, people like that. You know what I'm saying? Or talented people. You know what I'm saying? It used to be if you was talented and you was in Chicago, it's like you just got a talent for nothing. Now it's like you have a talent for a reason. You can make it out of Chicago.
It's some shooters in my clip. Rondo, let's go do a hit. I'm about to empty half the clip, but you just lay low when a dip. You know they always be running, I'ma catch them every rip. He talking sick, it's popping towards
this way.
He came up from the hollow tips.
He can't rap with me. A lot of them niggas won't rap with me. You gotta keep me on the side of me.
Try to look at the time, I'm blinded me.
Them Glocks, that's my cup of tea.
He shoot shit, so
Don't wanna fuck with me.
30 clip, you can see what a buckle be. And I'm a savage,
So don't put your trust in me.
Everything in the back, load 50 up. Can't like, won't like, keep 50 tucked. And everywhere we go, they remember us. Sitting in your block.
Nigga, no old block gon' set it up.
300 more block gon' set it up.
We ride with the windows up. I better never be cooked with them.
I got a homie named Mac.
He'll line you up. One false moon
boy,
and the nine is up.
Fuck all money that's me climbing up. She wanna fuck me, you know I'm trying to. Give me top, I smash her up a little Steve. These things we
smash it
out. What you talking about?
Hey, we gone, bro.
Hey, we all got a bunch of cases on our background. If we ain't getting that way through rapping, this is really ain't no other way, man.
Man, music turn us up, man.
You know?
Turn us up.
We make drill music, but we make squad music. This shit is only for the real and only for the squad.
This is our music, it's us basically shit.
Saying what's going on, you know?
Expressing ourselves.
How this life is out here.
Fuck all this rapping, bro. 6-0 like think of a concert and get beyond hurt cause we clap the whole boom. I roll that dope shit. On the block we smoking shit.
And it's that cause the cop come kill motherfucking Doc shit. That's one thing I never did. And that's another bitch. Cause I'm drilling shit. All you know my clique. My OG told me to slow down. I see an album to get low down. Take him down there, smoke so pound. How deep I empty it around. Get caught but I won't make a sound. But it's dead when I'm shooting out of town. We said green and white and no brown. I'm in the brush shell right now. These niggas ain't really in the field. Little folks going in for the kill. Late night trying to creep with steel. Shine down the hot shit feel. Now I love when I'm off that pill. Can't change, boy, I'm too real. They say real niggas don't say real well. Fuck nigga, I'm real. If he can't break bread, he fake. I had one more bottle on my plate. It was me and bro, we was in the store and both of us got fish and cake. A bitch can't tell me she late.
I like spitting that real shit, like what's going on right now. My daddy, my family, friends, the judge, the police, everybody hate us. Or everybody loves us. You gonna hear about everything in them raps.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a nice Wednesday.
About this being a new generation, so many young people that's running around so wild that it's catching people's attention. They ain't never had no young Chicago rap artist that's catching everybody's ears.
I want to be with him too. I'm a lady, I need a hitter, dread hair driller, cashed out nigga, cause I'm a lady.
Kryptonite.
I done been through it all day, so all my music is basically me. I grew up a single parent. My mother raised me. My father been incarcerated for 18 years now, and I'm 20. He's incarcerated for murder. I grew up from seeing people get their brains blew out in broad daylight, seeing dope fiends, overdose, all in out. I used to hit licks for a living, and I used to fight every day. I used to play with guns every day. I used to go to jail at least 2 or 3 times out the week and get out of 3, 4, 5 hours and go back to jail and do the same thing again and again and again. And one day Block called me up, cause that's my blood cousin, you know. He called me up and was like, I'm ready for you to leave this lifestyle alone. Come get in the lab. Since I got in the lab, it changed my life.
I've been shot 5 times on the street, so I done almost lost my life, and a lot of them guys know I have, and they know what guy I was, and they know what guy I'm trying to be, and they respect it. We got guys from every area who can go out there and stop almost anything on the front line. I ain't going over there making them stop shit. I'm telling them what's the consequences if they don't stop, and why should they stop, and majority I've been on top of my game. I've been stopped I have a lot of mediations and conflicts resolved. Maybe my brother who got shot, and if they see me not retaliating, they won't retaliate. I'm trying to end it and stop it, even though it's hard. It'd be hard for me, cause I just had a crazy situation. My little brother was shot at, and people who know me know that I would have been over there trying to hurt somebody, but to see me trying to stop it, you can't do nothing but take your head off to me and stop it. You know, because maybe 2, 3 years ago, I'd have been trying to get my little brother lick back. But now, I don't want to get his lick back. I just want them to see that we're in a lose-lose situation. We only losing out here.
I live for violence. That was a hardened game, though. I went to prison basically because some guys, I'm not gonna say I didn't do what I did, you know, because I did do it. But I got with some guys that was, you know, from another area, and they got into it with some rivals. And then I was accused of killing one of them and crippling one of them. And I just did my time in prison. You know, as they say, I continued my criminal activity in prison. I got locked up when I was 18. I got out when I was 56. And I didn't want to die in prison. When I got to prison, I was like 120 pounds, and it was rough as hell. If you wasn't tough, and you wouldn't fight, and you wasn't willing to kill, then you was in trouble. You was simply in trouble. And when I got there in prison, I said, look, I'm not gonna let nobody harm me. Whatever I gotta do to survive, that's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm not gonna let nobody harm me. And that's how it was. When I first got to prison, you had to be willing to go the whole 9 yards. It's like guys they just ain't being men. I mean, I'm just serious, they just ain't being men. Since I've been out, I done seen how the city looked, and it looked devastated. Back in my day, if they was after you, they came and got you. They didn't shoot in the crowd, they just came and got you. But now they killing kids and it don't make no sense. I seen a lot of young guys come down to the prison. First I thought they was weak. When I realized they got 50 years and 100 years and they ain't never getting out. And they walk around looking up at the sky. They lost. It ain't gonna pay off. When I got parole, the state's attorney didn't want me out. Attorney General didn't nobody want me out. But I tend on staying out. And if I can help community any way, I'm willing to do it. It feels good to be out. It really feels good. And especially to know you ain't going back. This feels good.
More people may have died in Chicago than Iraq and Afghanistan, but over what? Out there, at least they fighting over oil or occupation. Who are we at war with? Chirac is in your head. And a lot of people gonna say you a hater because you don't got low self-esteem, because you don't look at your home as a war zone like they do. But you ain't gotta be like everybody else. And that's why we here, and they there. And how long are they gonna be there? And how long are we gonna be here?
I was really just disenchanted with rap. And I just started thinking, man, the best thing I could do is empower others.
I was born a sinner, but God gon' make me a winner. I remember them winners with the guns and the fleeces. With the guns and our fleeces, watching out for the police, but they watching me, making every day a little harder to eat, so I can't fuck and sleep. This granny bitch, and you see, she always bought me about this money, cause the bills ain't paid in. Tuition due today, who would've knew today would be that day that I set it off. Cause I'm lost, got nothing to lose, so I mapped on my best move. I'm a chess dude, coming for your queen. As soon as you hear that doorbell ding, you better let it squeeze. If not, I'm putting you on your knees while my guys grab everything. 911 emergency, hurry before they bury me, cause I can't sleep.
We dealing with a new generation. These new kids growing out without mamas or daddies. When your mama gone, and when your mama don't give a fuck about you know what that makes? A killer. Cause we don't care no more.
Your mama and your daddy died when you was young. Your brother just died, right? I ain't heard that story. That's your most profound rap sitting inside of you. And you talking about killing somebody else.
It's hard. Every day it's hard. And it's just,
why is it hard?
Because I'm tired of living like it.
You got something?
Like, I'm tired of it. It's just like, I don't want it. It's like, there's no option. It's just like some days it's like you wake up, you want to be that good person, and you can be that bad person. And some days it's just gonna give you no option. And some days you just gotta do some things you don't want to do, and some days you just live the life you gotta live. So I come here, so I can get away from that.
Do you feel like you learning something here?
Yeah, I feel like it's helping me find out what I want to do, cause like, it's just like growing up with no parents, it's just like, you don't really know who you are some days. And it's just like, I keep losing people. And so it's just like, eventually I'm just like, it's just gonna be me by myself. And it's just like, one day I'm gonna be alone.
You know, you always heard the saying, pick your battles? I say scratch that, pick your enemy. Because when you choose your enemy, you know what all battles is getting ready to come. You ain't gotta pick the battles one by one. If you choose your enemy. Like your enemy is the fact that everybody around you is dropping, and you gotta beat whatever that is in the life of your family that's doing that. You gotta be the leader to lead your family out of that. You're gonna have children one day, you're gonna have a wife, you're gonna be successful. You gotta conquer whatever that is, man. You know what I'm saying? You could do that. I think about sometimes, like, why didn't Rhyme Fest pop? I had to be here. And now that God has put me where I need to be, now I can sing, you know?
can't hold his hand 24/7 when he goes in the streets. I teach him right from wrong, but like I said, I have other kids. I can't be there with him 24 hours.